moving that tail or we're gonna have another accident. Grubby, calm down. I'm gonna do it, you. No, Grubby, no, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. No, Grubby, stop! Stop! Don't ask. We're doing the top 5 water themes today. Video games have so many ways of immersing us in the environment, whether with the story, characters, or even audio, mentioning in particular the music. One way to do this is to make music that appeals to the theme of whatever area you are in the game. And we're going to talk about, in my opinion, what brings out the most nostalgia in video games: water themes. Water themes somehow, whether a game is good or bad, they can always get the game right when it comes to water areas or places where water is a major theme. And the soundtrack at these parts is just, as JonTron would say.
Oh, it's sublime, it's godlike, it's good.
And right now we're gonna list the top 5 water themes in video games. So, let's crank the juice up in the sucker and see what we come up with, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up a coolrom.com because that's where I get my emulators and my ROM so I can capture some game footage for this video. Oh, that's right. I forgot emulators are illegal. I should probably leave the country. Number 5. Oh, Donkey Kong Country, one of my first ever video game experiences. While I was playing with my Astrojax and Yu-Gi-Oh playing cards, my cousins were out and about with the latest in video game technology. One day, I was drawn in by the excitement of my cousin's Super Nintendo, which had Donkey Kong Country running, and from there, it just never ended. I went home, did my homework, made my bed, clipped my toenails, and acted like a good lass. Then one day I came across coolrom.com and discovered emulators, so I downloaded Donkey Kong Country so I could play it on my computer. What? I'm innocent, I tell you. I mean, it's not like anybody else does it. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. The aquatic areas in Donkey Kong Country are amongst the most amazing parts of the game. It wasn't just about collecting bananas or knocking the socks out of fish with your old pal Diddy. It was about taking a dive into the nostalgic, relaxing atmosphere of DK Country's water realm. Just take it all in. Don't do drugs, kids. Number 4. Okay, so we can all compromise. I'm talking about the music here, not the temple. I'm sure for those of you who have played Ocarina of Time understand the struggles of this temple, like this, or this. But I want you all to understand where I'm coming from on this. Ocarina of Time revolves around different temples which have different themes. The Shadow Temple appeals to horror, the Forest Temple appeals to magic and green imagery, etc, etc. The Water Temple, while it's difficult, just pulls you right in with the music. Seriously, you enter the temple and what's the first thing you hear? That's right, chimes, or bells? Jingly... a really cool instrument. Seriously, what in the world does that sound anyway? The massive water temple appeals to the magical realm of Hyrule and adds to the adventure, especially with the outstanding music. It's just so magical. And yet I hate the crap out of this temple, good God! Number 3. While most water themes are relaxing and comforting to the player, there are those that twist our perspective in a game's world, and Perfect Dark has played this very sensitively, but successfully nonetheless. At one point in the game, you are assigned to retake a frigate ship that houses a deep-sea research vessel, which the baddies of Perfect Dark plan to use to dive down to a massive ship that holds a powerful weapon. Once you're down there, you are 100% contained. Nowhere to go except forward. Especially how it starts out both in the game and with the music. You're in a large man-made facility made as an entrance for newcomers to the underwater realm. And the only way you see forward is a large round door that leads you onto the massive alien ship, and instantly, the theme changes. Nothing but green. A smooth and eerie soundtrack follows you around the ship, and you're flying by the seat of your pants, not knowing what's ahead in this massive vessel. until tiny baby aliens crawl out of the ducts and leap at you. Oh god! But don't worry, you've got Elvis to protect you. Seriously, that's his name. Number 2. So Metroid Prime is an awesome game. It practically rotates the player's perspective and adds a third dimension, creating an all-new Metroid experience for gamers, and they sure did pull it off. For me, what hit home the most was coming across the wrecked frigate ship for the first time. Not only was it an amazing level with basic platforming mechanics, having to climb up and down the wreckage, but you were also immersed in the environment through the outstanding soundtrack. Bottom line, this has got to be one of the most nostalgic moments for me. When I first got my Wii and realized I could play GameCube games, Metroid Prime was bottom line one of my first choices. And I gotta say, it's nostalgic, it's powerful, and it's deep. Literally, I did a pun. Numero uno. Banjo-Kazooie has an amazing soundtrack composed by Grant Kirkhope, whom was practically Rareware's primary musical artist. He did all the soundtracks for Perfect Dark, Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, and Banjo-Tooie. Banjo-Kazooie was probably Grant's most clever soundtrack because of how smooth it followed with the game. Most of this came from the fact that the soundtrack changed style with each area Banjo walks into. Related to this video, whenever Banjo submerges underwater, the music follows suit with all the instruments and composition being shrunk down to a simple piano melody of the world's main theme. What I liked about this was that it added to the tone of the game and created more of an adventure. Not only were you Banjo, an innocent lazy bear on a quest to rescue your sister, you were also followed by your trusty companion, the loudmouthed and obnoxious but lovable bird Kazooie. And with how the music changes with everywhere you go, it's almost like the music is a companion in your quest as well. And that's just genius. That's it for this list, folks. I'm signing out.
Grubby, shut up, or you're gonna get the pig. And you don't want the pig. That's better.
He was gonna get the pig. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. Thank you very much for tuning in to another Echo Grande video. I hope you guys enjoyed my opinion. It seems like opinions are very entertaining these days. Seriously, look on Reddit, it's loaded with them. I mean, it doesn't really matter if someone disagrees with my opinion. I mean, it's just the point that, you know, if you got your own opinion, that if you want to have it, that's fine. But just remember that there's going to be minor adjustments, so just might want to watch it. It's an airsoft gun anyways. Anyways, thanks guys for showing up, and y'all have a good night. I'm going to go make out with a tuba now. It's a Dumb and Dumber moment right there. See that movie? It's a good movie. Y'all have a good night now. I totally just hit the fan with that. It doesn't look like anything's broken though. That was a close one. You guys have a good night.
Day